I'm making something with undercut beef today, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's very interesting. It's with ingredients that you can find in Pakistan anyway. So let me quickly show you. I just need to marinate these ingredients in it for about a couple of hours. For this recipe, I got a piece of undercut that was about 500 grams, and I sliced it against the grain, and these slices are very thin, as you can see. What I've done is I've sprinkled a half a teaspoon each of sugar, salt and black pepper. There's 1 teaspoon of rice vinegar, any vinegar you have, and 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. I am going to mix this up and marinate it in the fridge for at least a couple of hours, just in time to eat in the evening. I've also just added a tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 teaspoon of corn flour. Okay, this is done. Putting it in the fridge now. Okay, so the beef has been marinating for quite a while. I've taken it out of the fridge. I'm waiting for it to come down to room temperature. In the meantime, I have these 2 red Kashmiri dried chilies. I'm going to show you what I do with that. And I have some ginger, garlic, lemon. I have some basil, spring onions, and a few more things which I'll show you how to put together in this very, very easy ginger garlic chili beef. I've chopped a tablespoon each of ginger and garlic. That's extra. I'm not going to use that. I think 1 large, this is large, chili is enough. If you don't have this, which you probably don't because it's not available everywhere, use the small dried red ones, about 8 to 10 pieces. Cut this, and I want you to empty the seeds. Once the seeds are empty, cut into small pieces, and this has to go in the grinder. But before that, I am going to take the beef and I am going to shallow fry this in a little bit of oil, half of this at a time, not all together. The oil was heating, so I grind this. Good enough? Halfway through, I changed my mind. I felt like I should only use non-stick. All right. A little at a time, only that many at a time, and only till you don't see any more pink. Like for instance, this one is not done, but this one is. Remove it. I've removed the whole mixture and I've added a little more oil. I'm going to do the rest of this. Spread it. I'm going to pour the juices back and let the beef remain in there. Juices have oil too. I'm going to saute the ginger garlic in it. Okay, so the beef is set aside. In this, I'm going to fry a tablespoon each of ginger and garlic chopped with 1 bird's eye chili chopped. Saute this. The dried chili that I had grinded, a teaspoon to a tablespoon of sesame seeds, and optional chili paste and soybean oil, like half a tablespoon. Let's saute this. If you don't have chili paste, you can use a little bit of tomato paste and a little bit of oyster sauce. It's not the same thing, but very yummy. About half a cup of water and either a chicken or a beef stock cube. Next up is band gobi. Surprise, surprise. This is a cup of what is this called? I've got a brain fart right now. Cabbage! Imagine, I forgot. And that's what happens when everyone is waiting at rosa time. Pressure, pressure, pressure. I still have a few minutes to go. Add 2 spring onions and put the beef back into this mix. Now I want you to see, this is coriander with its root. I'm going to cut it. I have 2 red birds I actually saved for garnishing, along with the green part of 2 spring onions, and I have a lot of basil. So I'm going to serve this right now. Let me garnish it. Squeeze just 1 small lemon into this. Guys, I want you to remember that this dish can only be made with undercut beef. tenderloin. This doesn't have that much fat. It cooks fast. You saw I cooked each side for like 3 minutes each, and that's it. Any more than that, the beef gets tough first, and then you have to add water, and then you have to boil it to make it soft again. There are two ways of making beef. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. This can be eaten with noodles or with white rice. This is my version of a Szechuan braised beef with ginger, garlic, chilies and cabbage. Yum! Okay guys, I just tried it and it is divine. It's delicious. If you don't make this, you're losing out. I mean that. I'm not being funny. I'm being very serious. This is really, really good. I want you to make this ASAP.